That's lovely.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure off.
Huh?
It takes the pressure off.
Good idea.
I'd like to call the Montgomery County IDA Governance Committee to order at 4:32. The agenda today is to go over the board evaluations and also the
21 measurement report.
the performance measures that have to go into Paris.
Correct.
For the IDA. So we'll start off with the board performances. The ones that I have, everyone agreed they look very positive. So I don't know if if there needs to be discussion. I don't have anyone that in front of us that had anything but agree as what they saw from the evaluation of the board performance.
Right, so you guys know too, throughout the course of the year, obviously, if anybody has any concerns with regards to, our performance as staff, or you want to see more information or what you don't like, always feel free to, call us up, reach out to us, or, talk to the chair or the vice chair. I mean, it's an open door policy, so make sure you guys do that if you don't feel like you're informed enough with regards to the projects we're working on. So what happens, just as a reminder with this, is we'll compile the results and then we'll put them on a master spreadsheet, and that actually gets sent off to the ABO. That's part of our reporting process. So that's where that goes. It's an internal report that gets generated here and it's sent off to the ABO. So,
Is there any other discussion that needs to be had on this? Perfect. Ken, do you want to go over the performance?
yeah, let's jump
Measures.
into the 2021 measurement report. What you guys have in front of you, what was in your packet was actually the draft of this. Just going through it quickly, if you look, the enabling legislation we put in there, and then the mission statement. Obviously, that mission statement has not changed for the past 2-3 years. The ABO has been comfortable with our mission statement, and what we've actually been doing falls directly within the mission statement. Now, if you look in 2020 measurement report, in the measurements we set aside, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different measurements we put in for 2020 to report on. And if you look through, starting with the first measurement of assisting at least 5 existing firms with some combination of funding, technical assistance, and problem solving. Obviously, that did take place with a lot of the projects we were working on, existing projects we were working on. And then obviously with COVID and the pandemic hit in March, so we kind of went into more of a retention mode, working with existing businesses, but we also had some projects finalized, such as the Vita Blend project, obviously Family Counseling Center under the CRC. We also closed on a loan. And then you can see in there, we report, we did stuff through the CRC and in collaboration with the IDA with regards to some PPE assistance to area businesses. And that's where we did the masks, because we were able to get them through a local manufacturer to get them out to the businesses that needed them quickly. So then if you look at the B, which is really the gist of it, it really gets into the detail. We talk about Valley View Hospitality. The grand opening for that was in the spring of this year. You have Eisenhower Brew House in Nelliston. We did the loan on that. Vita Blend, that actually finished in 2020. And then we did a Montgomery County Agricultural Micro Enterprise Grant to various ag businesses throughout the county. And so that area there takes care of that measurement. And then if you get into the working cooperatively with local governments and school districts to further economic development progress, some of the ones we highlighted obviously was the Fonda Fairgrounds sewer upgrade study. With the county on behalf of the Fonda Fairgrounds received a grant for that. So that project and study was completed in 2020. We completed the Exit 29 local revitalization plan, which we received funding from the Department of State on. And then we actually applied for and received the EPA assessment grant for a few properties throughout the county in St. Johnsville, Canajoharie, and the city of Amsterdam. And we received that then, and right now we're out to RFP with regards to hiring a consultant to undertake to undertake phase 2 environmental reviews on those properties. Now, if you get into continue to focus on exit 29, that was our other main goal was exit 29 redevelopment project. Obviously, Apollo dismantling, finalized all the abatement and hazard material abatement within the western portion of the exit 29 site. So that finished in October of 2020. And then in E, continue the county and regional branding action plan. There we report on everything with regards to the child care study, the help that we did in marketing, all the information coming down for the small businesses as it related to the COVID-19 pandemic. And then we reported on all of the other marketing work that we've been doing throughout the year that, we'll continue to do into the next year. And then review and update the agency's policies and procedural manual. This is kind of an ongoing one. Anytime any new legislation or anything like that comes down from the state, we got to make sure that we're in compliance with that. So we, mirror that and look at our policy procedural manuals and make any changes as necessary. Last year, there wasn't anything that we had to change because the prior years when we did that big overhaul in 2019. So if you look now down to 2021 measurements for this year, everything pretty much had stayed the same. The one thing that we did take out was the policy one, because that's just an ongoing, it's more of just a management administrative type thing. So there's really no reason to keep that in there every single year. Other than that, everything pretty much stayed the same. I think the one thing we took out is on the marketing is we turned it into county instead of the regional brand, because that's where we've been going more so than the actual regional branding initiative over the past year and a half, 2 years. So for measurements, everything is the same except for those two that I noted. And then other than that, it gets into the, who the authority beneficiaries are, the authority customers, and then the self-evaluation, and then the governance certification, just like we did for the CRC. So that, at a 30,000 foot level, pretty much sums it up, Chair. So we'll open it up to any questions.
Are there any questions?
No, I like the format, it looks good.
Great. I just want to recognize that John McClone had done a lot of work on this with the board and trainings prior to, me taking over as chair. So I just want to make sure that we're recognizing a lot of the work that he did as chair and really organizing what we did on the governance committee is still in place, and it's really working well. It's, his legacy's kind of living on here at the IDA. So just want to give a special recognition to him and just say that, it was well worth his time and effort on this. So can we get a positive, we need a recommendation for the full board, Ken, on this?
Yeah, recommendation.
On
for
both,
approval.
we don't need to do anything on the board evaluation, just on this, on the.
Correct. Yep.
Can we have a motion?
Oh, sure, Matt, I'll offer.
Thanks, Mark. A second? Lori, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? It moves forward with a positive recommendation. Did we have anything else that we needed to do in the governance for IDA?
No.
Can I have a motion to adjourn? Lori, thank you. Mark, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed?
Stop switching to do that.
Perfect. Meeting's adjourned.